iOS 7 was a very controversial update, from it redesigning everything, being notoriously buggy on launch, and especially in beta. So today, I will be showing you how you can experience that beta for yourself. So as you can see, I have iOS 7 Beta 1 loaded up on this iPhone 5 right here. And I only really recommend doing this for like the iPhone 5 due to it actually being able to run the beta, because anything slower than these devices really struggle on this beta. So you will need a Mac or Linux computer to do this. If you are on Windows, I will link a tutorial on how to live boot Linux Mint in the description. If you're on Linux, I really only recommend Ubuntu distros. But anyway, I'm going to be doing this with a Mac, so get your Mac up and running. So head to the link I will have in the description for Legacy iOS Kit. And here you're gonna go to the Releases tab, and you're gonna go download this zip folder. And if you're curious more about Linux distros, just scroll down to supported OS versions / distros, and it will tell you all about everything that is supported with Legacy iOS Kit. But once you have Legacy iOS Kit downloaded and extracted, go ahead and open it up and grab that restore.sh folder right here and drag that into a terminal window. Enter. You will see something like it needs to update, so if that happens, just hit return. It will update Legacy iOS Kit. And alright, open up Legacy iOS Kit again, and alright, if it says something up here like your device is 9900 IMEI, I recommend going to MISC Utilities, finding activation records, and you will see an option for something like Pwn DFU or KDFU. And after selecting Pwn DFU, it'll send your device to recovery mode. You'll need to put your device into DFU mode, which is pretty easy. You just hold the home and power button for about 8-ish seconds, let go of that top button, keep holding the home button for another 8-ish seconds, and then you're in DFU mode. Now, the reason we do that is because 9900 IMEIs have trouble activating at the moment for some reason on A5 and A6 devices, so just to be safe, I would recommend doing that. But if you're not, you can do that anyway if you're scared, but you don't really need to do that. So drag restore.sh back into the terminal again, and since we're about to do a restore, I recommend doing a space right here and putting in this flag, which I'll have on screen, which disables baseband update. I've heard about this from people that this just works better on betas, so make sure to do that. Okay, now there are two options that you can do to restore to iOS 7 Beta 1, and I will go over both of them for you guys. You can either do it tethered or you can do untethered, but the catch if you want to do untethered is you need a device that's actually running on iOS 7 with iOS 7 blobs. So if you have one like that, make sure to go save your SHSH blobs, use the Pwn DFU method we just went over a second ago, and you're going to be using that to do a powder snow downgrade to iOS 7 Beta 1. But for most people, you'll want to do a tethered boot, which tethered is basically, if your device dies, you'll need to connect your device back up to a computer and boot the beta again. So, yeah, that's kind of the catch of doing a tethered boot. You can do this with Cool Booter, but I'm not really a big fan of Cool Booter. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I usually like doing tethered boots. Let's start off with a tethered downgrade. So you're gonna wanna go select your target IPSW file. And what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna go ahead to this link I will have in the description with a massive IPSW file archive with all the betas and everything. So if you're on an iPhone 5, which I really only recommend doing this on an iPhone 5, and the way you're going to find out what type of iPhone 5 you have is you're going to scroll up here and you're going to see, you'll see something like iPhone 5.2 or whatever, yeah. So you're going to go scroll down until you find whatever one you have. So I have an iPhone 5.2. I'm going to look for iPhone 5.2 firmware 7.0 beta. So you would click on this, and then you would grab the media IPSW.rar. And now you will need a third-party extractor to extract the RAR on like Linux or Mac. On Linux, I believe you can use Unrar, which is an inline tool to extract RAR files. Now on Mac, you can go into the Mac App Store and grab the Unarchiver, and you're going to use that to extract the RAR file, and it would pull up something looking like this, as you can see right here, and you can select whatever you want to extract your RAR. But yeah, once you have that all extracted and everything, you should have your IPSW all right there. And now that you've done that, you can go back into Legacy iOS Kit and you can select your target IPSW. So I'm going to select mine. And then all you have to do is hit Start Restore. Jailbreak option, do not enable the jailbreak option. It never works with a jailbreak option, so just hit no. Memory option for creating custom IPSW. This is based on whether the computer you're using to do this restore has 8 gigs of RAM or more. I don't, so I'm going to hit no. and it's now about to go do its thing. So just hit send device to recovery mode, hit yes, and your device will go into recovery in a second. And okay, now you're gonna go put your device into DFU mode. So again, you're gonna hold the power and home button for 8-ish seconds, like this, and then eventually you'll see your screen go black. I'm gonna let go of that top button, keep holding the home button. And okay, it's now going to attempt to pwn my device. And if it fails, just go repeat the process I showed you. And now it's gonna go restore this in a second. I will also leave this on time lapse, but if you want to skip to the next spot, feel free. Then we'll actually get into like booting and everything, and yeah. And alright, you have now restored, and now the next thing you want to do is boot iOS 7. So find your restore.sh file again, drag that into the terminal, hit enter. You're going to hit just boot, connected device, iPhone 5 global, select IPSW, which is going to be the 7.01 we have, and then you're just going to hit just boot. You're going to put your device back into DFU mode, so 8 seconds of holding the top and home button. Let go, keep holding that home button, and okay, it's now going to try to boot. And in a moment, your device should now boot. And there you go, you boot into the iOS 7 Beta 1 setup screen. You can set this up as usual, but yeah, you're gonna need to perform that tethered boot every time your device dies. So let's get into the untethered option, which is only for 7.0x and 7.1x blobs with powder snow. So let's get into that. First of all, drag restore.sh into your terminal, of course, and do a space and put in this, and then hit enter. And now, if you have not saved SHSH blobs already, you're going to want to do that, so just do an onboard blob dump. And for whatever version of iOS 7 you are currently on, you would go to ipsw.me, go to iPhone, scroll down, and then find whatever iPhone 5 you are using. So that'd be global, GSM, whatever one. I am global, and that is 5.2. If you're not 5.2, you would be GSM. But you would use that, go to save SHSH blobs, do an onboard blob dump, select your IPSW, and hit save onboard blobs, do pwn DFU, do the DFU mode thing I just showed you. And yeah, now let's get into restoring untethered. So do other powder snow 7x blobs, do your target IPSW, which mine is this. Your base IPSW is whatever iOS version you have blobs for. So I have 7.1 blobs. I'm gonna do open file picker. I'm gonna head to my desktop here, and I'm gonna select this one. So 7.1, hit choose. And now you're gonna select your base SHSH. So you would go to your saved SHSH, find your SHSH, and select it. Mine is in a different folder. So I'm gonna go to Legacy iOS Kit, saved SHSH, okay, 7.1. And then you would hit start restore. Again, no jailbreak. I'm gonna hit no here. Verbose boot, no. And pwn DFU, I would recommend doing this first, sliding to unlock because it needs to pair with your device, and then send your device to recovery mode. And okay, DFU mode time. So hold the power and home button for about 8 seconds, and then keep holding that home button after the 8 seconds is up, and then just keep holding that home button for about 8 more seconds. And okay, it's now going to exploit my device, and it is now restoring. Again, you can skip to the next part, but I'm gonna leave this on time lapse just so you can see what goes on here. And alright, just like that, you have restored to iOS 7 Beta 1 Untethered, and you can now set it up like usual. But yeah, that is how you restore to iOS 7 Beta 1 in 2026 on an iPhone 5. Of course, if you need help with anything, comment down below. I may be able to help you out, and so can the community. But yeah, please consider leaving a like, subscribing with notifications on, sharing this with someone that would find this helpful and or interesting, and consider using the hype feature as it helps out the video and the channel. Also check out my social media accounts, which you'll have in the description and in the uncard. I have a Twitter, I have a TikTok, I have a second YouTube channel, and I have a Reddit. But yeah, this has been Derek from Certified Legacy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
What we do here is go back.
mode.